All right, there we go. Hi, everybody. So glad you could join for this workshop and for this fun fitness session today. So as Patricia welcomed me, I just want to thank you very much for doing so. And it's a pleasure to be here on this beautiful kind of rainy-ish day, but it's a great day to move our bodies. So I'm going to explain what today is going to look like and exactly what you can expect as we move into our workout. So what we'll start by doing is we're going to do a few seated exercises and stretches, and then we'll move to some standing exercises. What I'll be doing is I'll be giving some modifications. So just in case you haven't exercised for a while, you'll be just fine. And then if you're someone who's been regularly exercising throughout the pandemic and even before, then you'll feel like you have a really good workout as well. Now we're going to do a 45-minute session, and then at the end we'll be doing some Q&A. So if you do have some questions that pop up during the workout or at the end, be sure to use the chat function, and I'll be looking through that when I answer the questions around the 9:45 mark. Now, if you're not sure where the chat is, if you're on your computer or your device, it should be near the bottom, and you might be seeing a little 1 or a little red circle with a number on it, and that's indicating where people are writing messages in the chat. So you can use that. If that's too hard, you can definitely unmute yourself when that time comes, and we can address the questions like that. All right, so we're gonna have a really good workout. My goal is for you all to feel more energized, to feel more motivated and ready to dive into the rest of your day as well. So what I'll do is I'm just going to spotlight myself, because another thing you might want to be aware of is if you see lots of little pictures of everybody, it's going to be harder to see me. So what you'll want to do is also on your device, go to the active speaker button, or you can, if you're on an iPad or a phone, you can double click my face, and then I should fill up your whole screen. All right. Okay. So we're going to have a seat. I encourage you to find a comfortable position right on your chair, and right on the edge of a chair is ideal. Okay. So what we're going to start by doing is we're going to warm up our upper body and really bring some movement to our whole body. Now it's the morning, and this is one of my favorite times to exercise. So let's get started right away. We're going to start by circling those shoulders backwards. So bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears and relax down. And as we're doing this, it's important to keep on breathing. Sometimes we forget, sometimes we hold our breath when we're thinking about something or concentrating on what we're doing. All right, so we're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just know that this next 45 minutes is time for you. You have chosen to be here. I'm so happy you're here with me and the rest of the group. And this is time that you are investing in your health, which I think is the best investment you could ever make. All right, we're going to circle the other way. Let's change directions here. Continue to breathe. And as you're doing this, we're just thinking about letting go of anything that's on your mind, any concerns or worries, and just being ready to move our bodies and have some fun together. All right, let's take some deep breaths. I like to start with my hands at my heart, and we'll bring your arms out to the side, breathing in, and then breathe out and give yourself a hug. Breathe in, take the arms as far back as you can, and breathe out, give yourself that hug. So here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And as you do this, really squeeze those shoulder blades back. We want to open up that chest as much as we can. And it's a lot easier to breathe when we open our chest, when we sit taller, rather than sitting hunched over, which we tend to do most of the day, don't we? And let's breathe in and out. 2 more to go. And 1 more time. All right, now breathing is amazing to really reduce your stress, help you to be more in the present moment, and for everything in your body to function better too. So from here, we're going to be bringing those arms overhead. So we're going to reach your arms in front, overhead first, and then reach in front. Right, so again, we're going to reach up over your head and then reach in front. So this class is going to be focused on mobility to make sure that you are mobile, that you are able to do all those things that you want to do, like hobbies and activities this spring as well. And there's a saying that you probably have heard many, many times, use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. And it is very true for our bodies. Very true. We want to keep moving. We want to keep reaching and squatting and leaning because these are all the daily movements that we make. So you'll notice that this class really incorporates a lot of those as we build strength and flexibility today. All right, very good. And now if your arms are giving you any problems or if any part of your body gives you some sharp pain, then I do encourage you to stop that movement. However, I know many of you may be living with chronic pain, whether that's chronic back pain or another part of your body. So just judge whether it's pain that should cause you to stop the movements or if it's okay to keep going. I really encourage you to listen to your body as we work out. All right, so from here, I'm going to show you a really good way to adjust your posture. And I'll show you from the side first. So what you're going to do is you're going to shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And then you're going to bend your elbows back and then lower the arms down. So again, we're going to shrug your shoulders up, squeeze your arms back, and then lower your shoulders down. This should put you in proper alignment. So anytime that you are sitting, maybe relaxing on the couch, and you're not sure, are you sitting with good posture or not? Do this. So it's a 1, 2, and 3. And I encourage you to hold this position. Just notice how this feels. And also look at your neck. Sometimes our neck is out like this. So you really want to push that chin in. So let's do this 3 more times. Let's shrug up, squeeze back, lower down. Good. Up, back, and down. And one more time, up, back, and down. All right, so now you've got this great positioning. We're gonna reach your arms in front. And what we'll do is we're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades back. This is a really good way to strengthen up your back and really to reinforce good posture. All right, so we're gonna breathe in as we reach. Breathe out as you squeeze back, squeezing the shoulder blades back together. Awesome. Now give me a wave if you are feeling something happening. You're feeling your back is working. Give me a wave if that's you. Good. Let's go for 3 more squeezes. And 2. And 1 more time. All right, awesome. We're going to relax those arms at your side, shake them out a little bit. Good. And from here, we're going to do some arm circles to really warm up those arms. All right, now if you've got any shoulder issues, des problèmes, then what we'll do is we'll keep your arms a little bit lower, or you can choose to lift your arms a little higher if you want more of an advanced workout. So I always say, listen to your body. You are the expert of your own body. So choose option 1 or option 2, or somewhere in the middle. All right. Now, one of the concepts that I share a lot when I do this, when I do group sessions for large groups, is I really like to give you practical ideas on how you can fit exercising into your everyday life. So it's one thing to be here today, and I'm so glad you're here, but fitness is a lifestyle. It's not just a one-shot deal. So I'm going to give you lots of ideas throughout our fitness session today on how you can do these things right at home. All right, let's go the other way. Great job. You're probably feeling this one in the shoulders and down your arms. And you may be thinking, oh, I'm not even using weights. How is this possible? Our bodies are quite amazing. And what I love is that we don't need tons of fancy equipment in order to get a good workout in. Go for 3, 2, and 1. All right, great. So from here, we're going to be taking your arms side to side. Now, hopefully you're still sitting on the edge of your chair. If you're not, scooch up. And for anyone who has any back pain or has osteoporosis, you're going to do just like I'm doing. So only the arms are going from side to side. Now, if you do not qualify as one of those people, then you can twist a little bit deeper, twisting at your waist. So we're facing maybe one wall and then looking the other way. Remembering to breathe. And this is a really good way to stretch your spine, stretch your back. And if your body is still waking up, don't worry, that's okay. We're in this together. We're here to have some fun and here to feel better. All right, looks good. Let's keep it up. Let's do a few more here. And one little tip for you, I find that quite often people injure themselves when they go too fast. So watch the pace at which I'm going, and I encourage you, if you are going double the speed that I'm doing, slow it down. Our muscles actually get a better workout when we do movements slower, and you're at less risk of injury as well. Let's do that. Let's go for 3 more. Notice how your back is feeling now, maybe a little more loosened up. Good, 1 more time. All right, awesome. So we're gonna shake those arms out. Really good. And we're gonna be moving to some standing exercises now. So I will give you a second to stand up, adjust your camera if you need to. And if you, I do recommend keeping your chair close to you because you're gonna be doing some balancing exercises and movements. It can be really good to have that chair as a support as we go. All right, so to get started, we're going to begin by stepping side to side. So you can swing those arms. And just like we were doing earlier, we adjusted our posture back. I encourage you to do that. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. And let's hold those, have that good posture as we're going. All right, so steady breathing. Great job. So I'll show you guys a few different options. Again, I don't know what fitness level you're at, so it's really up to you to do what feels good for you today. So option 1 is this, taking that step side to side, swinging your arms. If you want it a little bit more intense, then you can press those arms, crusade, maybe up, overhead. So we're still stepping side to side, but you're extending your arms over your head, which is making your heart work a little bit more. So if you do have a heart condition, keep the arms low. But if you want to work a little harder, you can join me in this. All right. So I encourage my participants to continue their fitness by snacking on exercise. And I coined this term many years ago when I realized that many people believe that a workout should be an intense 1 hour. And not everybody has an hour. And I noticed as well, when I was working with my clients, that an hour can just seem way too overwhelming. But if you think about snacking on exercise, and if you think about taking 2 to 3 exercises and fitting them into your day, it's so much more realistic and it gives you the same benefits as well. All right, from here, we're going to be tapping your toes right in front, reaching with your opposite arm. Side, it looks like this. Shoulders are back. Reaching towards the front of the room. And anytime we do the opposite arm and opposite leg, we're actually using a different part of your brain. So you guys thought you were here for a fitness session. It is full body today, brain included. And that is really what healthy, active aging is all about. It's all about using different parts of our body, different parts of our brain, and continuing to do new things, challenge ourselves. All right, very good. So from here, we're going to be taking it to the side. So we're tapping one foot in front of the other. Your arms are going the opposite way of that front foot. Again, we've got a bit of coordination here. All Right, tapping one foot in front of the other. Arms are twisting around your body. The other way. Keep on breathing. All right. So these are some really good exercises that you can do in your kitchen. So if you've got a few minutes, maybe you're waiting for your food to heat up in the microwave or in the oven, then take a few minutes, do some of these movements. You can get your heart rate up, and at the same time, you're fitting that exercising into time of day that you have free. All right, looks good, everybody. From here, we're going to be working your core. We'll be talking more about this later, but I want you to bring your hand to your opposite knee. Now, if you find that your balance is a little bit off, and this is harder to do, then hold on to a chair or a balance. So you want to lift that knee up to you, maintain great posture. Continue. And we want to engage your core. So you want to pull your belly in. It's just like you're doing a pair of pants. You got to suck it in. So every time the knee lifts, that's when you want to engage your core. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. You got this. All right, looks good. Let's go for 3 more per side. And 2. And 1. All right, so we're going to work the back of the legs now. This is a part of our body where we're quite tight. I find a lot of people get cramps at night as well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use your chair for this one. So you can stand right in front of your chair. I'm showing you from the side so you can see what's going on. And we're going to start by tapping one foot behind the other. So it's your toe that is tapping. Keep your heel lifted at this point. And you'll notice when I'm tapping back, naturally your front knee will want to bend. So do that, it will help protect those knees. Good. And as you do this, you want to think about squeezing your glutes. Now these muscles, our glutes, are very underused, especially for those of us who are sitting a lot of the time. And let's be honest, this has been a year of a lot more sitting, hasn't it? I'm imagining your lifestyle has changed a lot in the past year. So that's why I want to show you specific exercises that you can fit into your day. All right, so from here, we're going to be taking a little bit further, pressing your heel into the floor. Alternate legs, bending that front knee, back leg is straight. And take a far enough step away that you can really feel a good stretch in the back of the leg. So for those of you who have cramps in the back of your legs, or if you are going for more walks these days, this is a really good one that you can do. And I encourage you to do it daily if you can. All right, I'm going to show you the advanced option. The advanced option is to reach your opposite arm in front. So if you're tapping your left foot back, right arm reaches in front. You can choose to continue to hold on to the chair, or you can choose to do without the chair and even reach with both arms if you prefer. Now, as you're stepping back, just watch that you don't hit into anything. Nothing on the floor, nothing that can trip you up. Okay, inspirez, expirez. We want to keep breathing throughout. All right, good. So again, this is the advanced option. You can definitely keep holding on to the chair if you feel it's too much in your back. Let's go for 2 more per side. And 1. All right, give me a wave if you can feel this in the back of your legs. Oh yeah, that feels really nice, really good stretch. All right, awesome work. So from here, we're going to be moving into a few balance exercises, and we're going to be continuing to work on leg strength as well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to be rising up on our tippy toes, so bring our heel raised, and then we're going to be lifting your leg to the side. What I love about this exercise is we're doing 2 in 1. So we're focusing on our calf muscles And we're also focusing on our hips and balance as well. Okay. Sciatic pain. Okay, so if you've got sciatic pain, I'm going to show you a really good stretch that you can do. We'll do that near the end. But what I suggest, if you do feel like you have some sciatic pain and this one is too much for you, you should be fine with the heel raise. Just do a more limited tap to the side. Okay, so don't lift your leg fully off the floor, but instead I suggest you tap to the side. And same if you've had a hip replacement, tap instead of lifting, okay? All right, so here we go. Let's get started. We're gonna rise up on your toes, heels are lifting, and we're gonna start this way. So tapping is option 1, or lifting your leg is option 2. Again, we're gonna rise up on your toes, and let's do the other way. So lifting or tapping. So I'll continue with the tapping option. So follow along, that's option 1. Or if you choose to lift, go for it. All right, now I'm holding on for balance. You may find you need to for this one, or you can choose to bring your arms to the side, and that can really help with balance as well. All right, now I did mention our core. So as we're exercising, you always want to think shoulders back, and we want to pull our stomach in as well. And so again, we want to think about tightening up the pair of pants, breathing as we go. All right, so you should be feeling this now in the back of your legs and probably in your hips as well. Now I do a series of workshops, and one of them is on fall prevention. And I go to a retirement residence, and I do weekly fall prevention workshops. And this week I was talking to them about hips and how building up the muscles in our hips is so important, because often when people fall or they trip, quite often it's their hips that they fracture, and that can lead to hospitalization and quite a long recovery time. So this is a really good exercise for you if you've noticed that your hips have lost strength, or if you've had a recent hip replacement and you're really worried of falling, then focus on this. It will help to build your confidence. All right, you guys are doing so well. So we're gonna go through this 3 more rounds. Up and to the side. Again, you've got that advanced option that if you haven't yet, you could try that out, lifting the leg, finding that balance. This is our second round. Awesome. Good, and last one here. All right, good, and let's walk it out. All right, very good, very good. All right, so we're going to be moving into another exercise. Now, this is one that I recommend doing multiple times a day, and it is one of my favorite exercises because it is just so simple. So you're going to need your chair for this one. You're going to sit right on the edge of the chair. And by the way, my new challenge for you is next time you're sitting down on a chair, don't recline back, but sit right on the edge, because it's going to force you to work on that posture. All right, that's one of my little challenges for you guys. All right, so this is a really great exercise for your legs and also for your heart. So you've got a few options. We're going to start by sitting on the edge, and then we're going to stand up and then repeat. So you can choose to put your hands from your knees, bring your arms across your chest, or the advanced option is arms in front. So I'm going to do this option. Choose what feels good for you as we get going. So we're going to rise up, and then we're going to sit back down. Now, a few things to think about. We want to bring our nose out towards your toes before you press through your legs. And if you do have a knee issue, I'll turn to the side. And by the way, as I'm explaining, you guys can keep going. If you have sore knees, then you want to put the stronger foot in front. You can stagger your feet like I'm doing here, and you can rise up this way. Okay, one foot in front. Otherwise, you want to have your feet right below your knees and really press through those legs, and then take those hips back. Slowly lower yourself down. All right. And this is another really good one to focus on, because I do work with a lot of people between the ages of 60 all the way up to 100. Yes, my oldest client is 100, believe it or not. And what I see is that people are losing leg strength the less mobile they are. And this is really common, but it can definitely be improved. So if this is you and you think, oh, my legs are not as strong as they were last year at this time, then this is a really good exercise I encourage you to do. All right. Now again, you've got the advanced option, arms in front. That will make it a little bit more intense. So you can definitely do that. Or if you need to, you can push off from your legs. All right, you guys are doing so well. Let's go for another 5. Well done. Keep on breathing. Go for 3. And 2. Good, and last one here. All right, good. So we're gonna stay standing. We're gonna move that chair to the side. Excellent job. So good. All right, so check in with yourself, see how you're feeling at this point. We're gonna be moving to another exercise for the legs. And this one is especially good if you have any pain in your knees. I'm gonna turn to the side again so you guys can see me really well. So you're gonna start with one foot in front of the other. You want your heel to touch the front of your other toe. And we want to stand as tall as we can. And I strongly suggest holding onto a chair for this one. So we're going to be moving into a strength and balance exercise together. So hand on your hip. We're going to start by bending both knees. Just do a little mini squat. So you're not going too far. Then you're standing tall. And then we're going to take that back leg and lift your leg up, tightening your core. And we're going to hold it for 3 seconds. So maybe you want to keep holding on, or you can lift your arm if you feel comfortable. All right, we're going to step back, reposition those feet, and then again, bend both knees. And we're going to repeat this one. All right, choosing to lift that knee, lift your arm if you're comfortable, if your balance allows for it. Good. And what we want to do, we want to think about a few things as you lift the knee. Pull in that stomach, tighten up that core. When you're bending the knees, make sure you're keeping your both feet flat. Both feet flat. All right, good job. Let's continue. Now, even if you've had a hip or knee replacement, you should be just fine with this one. But maybe you don't bend quite as low as you normally would. All right. Breathing in and out. And the more we do these exercises for your knees, the less pain you may actually experience. So it's really good to be doing a variety of exercises to really focus on your full body, and then especially targeting parts of your body where you may have them as problem areas or pain. One more time here. Let's see if we can hold it a bit longer, maybe lifting a few fingers or lifting that other arm. 3, 2, and 1. All right, good. So we have this side in front. We're going to change sides. Okay, so same thing here. Let's bend those knees. And then we're taking the back foot and lifting it in front. All right, bend those knees. And lift. Breathe in and breathe out. And remembering to keep those feet flat on the floor, hinging at the hips. Tighten your core as you lift your knee. And you may find that this is easier to do on one side than the other. Very normal. We all have one stronger side. And when would be the best time of day to do this one? Well, you could definitely do it while you're watching TV. I suggest holding on to that chair or even a counter. So even doing it in your kitchen can work too. All right, let's go for 3 more. Good, and 2. Tightening up that core. 1 more time. And let's hold it here a little bit longer. See if you can challenge yourself, lifting the arms off the chair for 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. Let's walk it out. Now, if your knees are kind of feeling this, then I suggest just walking on the spot. So lifting your heels, the moonwalk, lifting those heels off the floor, pump your arms. Otherwise, you can choose to lift your knees a little bit higher here. All right. And so give me a thumbs up if you're still with me, if you're feeling good. Maybe you've done something that you haven't done in a while. Awesome. Great, great. So we're going to be moving to a few exercises for your core, and then we'll be moving into some stretches. So we're going to grab that chair again, position that chair so you can see me really well. And you guys remember this, sit on that edge, sit on the edge of the chair. So what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to engage your core, and I'm going to give you a little trick of what you can do daily. So I want you to place your hands on your stomach, right on your stomach. And what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in. As you breathe in, we want to pull your stomach in. So we're contracting, tightening your core. And then as you breathe out, we're exhaling and relaxing your stomach muscles out. Okay, so inhale, tighten. And exhale, relax. Inhale, tighten. And exhale, relax. Good. Now this one you can do anywhere. So if you're at your desk, you can do this one. And then another really good place to do it, as you're getting outside, going for walks, every time you're walking, so let's say you're walking on a street, every time you pass either a car or if you pass a driveway, then you can tighten your core. And if you're spending more time at home, I've got a little rhyme for you. So it goes like this. Tighten your core as you walk through the door. Tighten your core as you walk through the door. So what this rhyme is supposed to remind you of is to tighten your core every time you go from one room to the other. So if you're going into the kitchen, going out of your house, coming into your bedroom, get into that habit. And you don't always have to keep your hands here. Today it's just to feel that movement and to feel the engagement. But what I encourage you to do is to start doing that. Tighten your core as you walk through the door, and you'll start to notice that your muscle in your stomach feels stronger. It's going to improve your back strength and reduce pain. It's going to help you sit straighter as well. I'm sure one of those things is appealing to most of us here. All right, so from here, I'm going to show you a really simple, really awesome exercise you can do right from a chair, whether you're watching TV or if you're at your desk. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see me. And I want you to sit on the edge of your chair. Give yourself lots of space behind you. Bring your arms across your chest. And what we'll do is we're going to breathe in and we're going to lean back, but don't touch the back of your chair. Instead, tighten your core and come forwards. So here we go. We're going to inhale, lean back, and exhale, bring yourself back to the front of the chair. Inhale, and then exhale, using our core muscles. Now, your neck, you want to make sure you're looking straight ahead in order to keep your chin low, and that will reduce any neck pain. And give me a wave if you remember days of going down on the floor, doing your sit-ups, doing your crunches, doing all those things that would kill your neck. Give me a wave if that was you at a time in your life. So this is the new thing. This is the new crunch that is going to do wonders for you, and it's going to make you feel so much better. So option 2, if you're looking for a bit of an advanced option, you're going to lift one knee as you go. Don't lift it too high, but just enough to feel that need to work a little harder to bring yourself back down. Inhale and exhale. And alternate legs. All right, give me a wave if you're feeling your core working. How are you doing over there? Great. I see a question. Oh, yes, I can do that for sure. I've just got a question. What about the back of the arms? What about the back of the arms? What exercises can you do? For sure. I'm going to I can show you that next. All right, awesome job. So let's take your arms to the side. We're going to stretch it out. And we'll face this way. And we're going to stretch that out, stretch out your core and your back as well. Yeah, thank you for that question. I know that's a really common one. So what you'll need, and I don't know if you guys have anything lying around, if you have a weight, you can use that. If you have a water bottle, or if you have a can, or even a vase, just something heavy, and I'll demonstrate what that looks like. So I'm going to use my water bottle. Like I said, you don't need to have crazy fancy equipment in order to get a good workout in. Actually, I'm not going to use, oh, no, the lid isn't tightening, so that could be a bad experience for everyone. All right, I'm going to use my weight. So what you'll want to do, if you're really wanting to target the back of the arm, spring is coming, we all want to wear our shirts and feel really great in them. So what you'll do is you want to give yourself lots of space. So we're going to be doing this motion where we bend our elbow and extend the arm back. Now, if you don't have a weight today, you can just do it without. And what you want to do is you want to think about squeezing the back of the arm as you extend your arm back, just like this. It's just like you're going to do some bowling. Bring your arm back, extending, and then bring the arm up. If you've got a weight or a heavy object, you can add that in. We're going to shift our weight forwards. So lean your other arm right across your legs, bend that elbow, and then extend the arm back. Now, the more you are leaning over and you're pressing the weight up, the more you're going to feel that the arm has to work, of course. So as you do this one, you want to breathe in as we lift the weight up. Breathe out as you extend the arm back and up. Relax your neck. It's best to look down towards the floor. All right, good. You guys have to let me know in the chat what you're using. If you have a weight, like I said, canned goods work really well. I use those with some clients. And usually water bottles work well if the lid stays on. All right, good. Let's go for one more. This is a really good one for the back of the arm. Good. And let's change to the other side and circle this arm back. Okay, awesome. And now let's do the other side. So we're going to shift our weight forwards. Again, you can do this without a weight or anything, especially if you have had a shoulder injury. You'll still feel it in the arm, or add that object, whatever you have. Bring that arm, the other arm across both legs, looking down. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you press the arm back. And quite often people ask, well, how many pounds should the weight be that I'm using? So if you're a beginner, I would recommend anywhere from between 2 to 5 pounds. Now, sometimes we're stronger than we think, right? Small weights, okay, awesome. Yeah, that could be small weights. And we want to go for about, today we're doing a little bit less, but just because for sake of time, but we want to do between 10 and 15 repetitions. And you can do it 1 time through, up to 3 sets through. All right, let's go for one more here. All right, great. Thank you for that special request. Let's circle this arm backwards here. And I do recommend, if you've got weights, or if you can dig them out of, I think a lot of people have them buried somewhere in their house, but they're really great to use. And it's a trick for you, if you are wanting to use your weights more, maybe now feel a little inspired to do so, keep the weights in plain view. So if they are tucked away into the crevice of the back of your cupboard, or they're in the garage, you're not going to be able to use them very easily, right? Out of sight, out of mind. So instead, I would recommend keeping them in one of the rooms where you spend the most time. Maybe right beside your favorite chair in the living room. So you can pick them up and exercise. Just do a few, snack on exercise while you're in that room. All right, great. So we're going to move into some stretches before we move to our Q&A. So we've been working our legs today, and I did mention we were going to stretch the legs for those with sciatica or tight hips. So back up a bit here. First stretch we'll do is right on the edge of your chair. Lengthen one leg, so your leg is nice and straight, and we're going to be leaning over. Now you can rest both hands on your bent knee, or you can even bring out your other hand and run it down your leg. Just notice how far you can go without bending that knee. This is a really good stretch for the back of the legs, which I mentioned earlier can be quite tight. So breathe in and out here. And then come on up. We're going to do the other side. Again, lengthen that leg. And as you lean over, notice which side you're more flexible on. Now, it's really common to have a stronger side and a more flexible side as well. Sometimes it's the same, but sometimes if you've had an injury, it could be different sides. All right, so from here, those of you with a hip and knee replacement, you're going to want to cross your ankle in front of your other foot like this. So this is a stretch for the outer thigh and for sciatica pain. Now, this is option one. You're going to lean over slightly, let this knee lean out to the side, and this is the side you should feel the stretch on. Option two, take the leg up across, and you can choose to lean over slightly, just enough to feel that stretch right here, really deep into it with the glute and down that hip. Now, as we're here, let's take a few deep breaths. Good. And then we're going to add a stretch for your back as well. You can interlace your fingers here. And if your leg is looking a little bit more like this, don't worry. That's good. Whatever you can do is great. Interlace your fingers and then pull those hands away from you. And this will help you to feel a nice stretch in your upper to mid back. Look down, take a few more deep breaths. Okay, good. Let's relax those arms, lower it down, and then let's take your foot to the side, to the ground, and switch sides. So if you've got a hip or knee replacement on this side, this is option one. Cross your ankle, leaning over, or option two. Notice that stretch right down the side of the leg. All right, and you can choose to stay here, or again, stretch your back if you'd like. Looking down, breathing in and out. All right, good. Let's release those arms, lower the leg, bring both feet together and take your knees out and in. Great. And I invite you to check in, see how you're feeling. How are you doing? So it's been 45 minutes. I hope you guys are feeling great, and I'd love to know at the end. So do let me know at the end of our session how you're feeling, if you're noticing any difference. All right, so from here, a little closer, we're going to stretch our arms. Let's take one hand to your shoulder, place your hand by your elbow, and push that arm across. So this is a good stretch for the shoulder and for the arm. Breathe in and out. Good job. Let's lower the arm, and then we'll do the other side. And so I find that exercising is just so powerful. It's such an amazing way to start your day. So I'm so glad we're doing this together this morning. And something you can notice is how the rest of your day goes. Now, you may be thinking a little bit more clearly. You may be feeling more energized or more motivated to do something around your house even, or to get out of the house. Great, good. So from here, we're going to be stretching our neck. So we'll look side to side and then up and down. So nice and gentle, side to side, nice and slow, and up and down. And I find that a lot of people I work with find that when they start their days with fitness and movement, they feel more motivated to do other things for themselves. And it may be, I know one of my members, like a fitness program, which I'll mention a bit at the end, one of my members has noticed that when she exercises first thing, she's more motivated to go for her daily walk right after. And that has now become a habit to exercise and then walk and then move into her day. And then I know other people who find that when they start exercising regularly, when they start feeling better, it motivates them to do other things like eating better, starting to take vitamins again, having more water, eating healthier options like fruits and vegetables. All right, one more time. And then side to side. All right, amazing. So we're going to end our session just like we started with some breathing. I encourage you to stand up because that really represents the energy that we have. Hope you're feeling more energized. I sure am. All right, so we're going to rise up and we're going to end with our breathing. So again, let's bring our hands to our heart. I've really incorporated gratitude into my life, and that means just being so grateful for everything that I have every day. So as we finish, think about one thing that maybe you are really grateful for today. Maybe it's a person, a circumstance, or something, a blessing in your life. Stretch back. Give yourself a hug. Let's breathe in. We'll do 3 more. Breathe out. Inspirez et expirez. Une autre fois. And give yourself a big pat on your back. And thank you, everybody. I hope you are feeling amazing. So I would love to know how you're feeling, and I would love to answer some questions now. So we've got just about 10 minutes or so. So if you do have any questions, I'll be looking at the chat. And I wanted to ask a question as well. Linda, is this a good time to share about the next step, about my membership offer?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, so if you do have any questions, please put them in the chat. And it's great to hear you guys are feeling great. That is awesome. So happy to hear that. And just know that this is something that I encourage you to not just do today and not just next month, because yes, I will be leading a webinar focused on different topics and different types of workouts in the coming months, which I'm very excited about. But I've been talking a lot with Linda and the other board members, and I have an amazing offer that is just specifically for you all as NAFR members. And so what it looks like is I have an amazing fitness membership that I launched and created during COVID. And I've been helping people over the age of 50 stay active and moving at home. So what the membership looks like is every single week, I send an email with 2 new exercise videos, so that are very much like this. A lot are very specific to building strength with weights. So we did just a little snippet of the weights, and we do others focused on balance. And I also put out a nutrition video every week. So you have access to that as a member of AIM Fitness Online. And as well, I do Zoom calls where I support the members. We talk about questions and different themes of the month. And then I also send out calendars and planning tools and worksheets. So you can stay committed to exercising and seeing really, really good results. So normally the cost of this program, you can sign up for a few different options, monthly, 3, 6, or 12 months. And how it works with you guys is I have given you an additional 33% off that you can apply to the membership. And this is a special partnership bonus really for you all. So if you are interested and you want to learn more about the membership, then be sure to reach out. Now tomorrow, like Linda mentioned, she's going to be sending out the recording. I know a few people are asking, is there going to be a recording? Can I do this again? Yes, absolutely. She's going to send that out. And I'll also include the links for more information about my membership. And then I also wanted to mention that I am doing a 5-day challenge for more energy and more motivation. And this is a free challenge. It's starting March 22nd. So again, I'll send a link for that if you are wanting to exercise more regularly. This is going to be a really good kickstart, a really good way to stay motivated. And what that will look like is every day for 5 days. And so coming up in a few weeks, I'll be sharing 15-minute videos that you can do to boost your motivation and your energy. Oh, and it looks like I froze for a second, so I'll just repeat. The last thing I said was I'm doing a 5-day fitness challenge that you can do right at home. So again, I'll include that link that Linda will be sending it tomorrow. All right, so I hope you guys are feeling well. I'm just going to look at the chat. Do we have any questions? All right, yeah, so Karen, I showed you that stretch for the sciatic pain, so I hope that really helps you. Yeah, thanks for asking about that. All right, and this, yes, the recording will be posted on the website. The next session will be announced shortly. We've got dates booked for the next 6 months. So I'm sure as soon as we have that date solidified, that will be announced to everybody. Oh, and thank you, Helen and Nora for your comments, and Blair and Bonnie. Awesome, and great to hear some of you have small weights as well. All right, good. Any other questions?
Meg, can I just say a word?
Absolutely.
I'd like to thank you, Meg, for this absolutely excellent class. I think everybody, we can certainly see from all the comments that everybody enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I'd just like to let everybody know that they will receive an email from the branch with instructions on how to access the recording of this presentation and how to access our website to find out more information of other webinars and as well as your next webinar. I encourage you to share these with potential members and whoever you think might benefit. I want to thank all the members of the board that were helpful in bringing this to you, Darlene, Linda, and Erin. And thank you very much, everybody. Stay safe, stay active, and be well. Merci beaucoup. À bientôt.